Here's our next question. We've secured the appointment for tomorrow at 3 o'clock. So we're not going to hang up the phone. We want to say, Mrs. Future Client, I've got another quick question for you. Your current list price of blank, can I ask you this? How'd you come up with that? Was it an appraiser, Zillow, etc., whatever the website could be in your area? So was it an appraiser, Zillow, or a couple of agents that came up with it? Or maybe another method? Well, you know, my sister's a realtor with XYZ, and she told us that's the value. Well, now you know that it's probably hard to get that lead away because it's her sister that did it. My neighbor, who's a part-time agent, came out and did it. My neighbor who's an agent who did it. Whatever. Remember, when you get people to sit in the witness chair, and I've sat in the witness chair in courtrooms as witnesses, fortunately I was not the one in trouble, I was just their witnesses. But what they're doing is they're asking questions where they're trying to get people to elicit the truth and tell more of the story. And this question is done, again, in this order, to get them to tell us more of the story, to find out, is this a lead we want to pursue? So, how'd you come up with the value? And you'll be amazed how many people say, well, the tax assessor said this, or Zillow said that. I mean, Zillow could be right. But what we're going to do here, when you get to the property, we're going to have the seller understand that whether it was Zillow or some other site, that's not enough evidence of value. The responsibility of the buyer owner, one of the three responsibilities, will be providing evidence of value. Because nowadays, buyers, after going through this incredible economy that we saw from 2005, 2006, all the way up to even currently in some areas still, many, you know, this is 2013 in this video. And for, you know, the last 7 or 8 years, we've had some really serious depreciation going on. So the question is, are buyers becoming reluctant to buy in an area where there's uncertain about the value? Well, some aren't. They're just buying based on their heart. But there are some people who also want to gather information to make sure that as they move out of Florida or wherever the case, that you know, they saw all their equity wiped out. They're looking for more evidence of value. And you're going to cover this and saying, well, the realtor, that a very important part of determining value is also defending the value. That selling a property is providing evidence of value to the buyer. And so we're going to find out how the seller did it. So when we make that face-to-face call, we know how they determined evidence of value. So, was it an appraiser that did this, Zillow, or a couple of agents, or another method? So again, there's tremendous information here that they're going to tell us how they came up with the value, and this is your opportunity to potentially, after you hang up the phone, and that would be to say, you know what, I'm actually going to pass on that lead. You have to tell them right then and there on the call, I don't think I'm going to come over based on what you just said to me. We can hang up the call and then just let them know that we need to reschedule or postpone the appointment, whatever the case. All right, so let's wrap this one up and go on to another question.